And we're back. So here's just a quick little interlude video to show you a sort of middle stage of the process. So here you can see that we have some of the squash. I took those cubes that we cut earlier, tossed them in a bunch of oil, a little bit of salt, tossed them real nicely so that they were coated, and then put them in the oven on 320 degrees for a while to dry them out and really get a nice soft creamy texture and concentrate the flavor. So you can see that these cubes have shrunk from where they were before. Meanwhile, over here in this big cast iron pan on the stovetop, for hours I've just taken those thin peppers on a really low heat and just cooked them down really nice and gradual, almost like you're caramelizing an onion. You're caramelizing the peppers, cooking them down, and we'll keep cooking them down until they're almost this consistency of like a pepper jam. Like you'll still see the texture, but they've really sort of concentrated their flavor there. And so we're continuing to just kind of toss these in oil. And about halfway through, I put in some spices, some pepper and some red pepper and some sumac, and then some salt to give them a little bit of flavor. And those are all going to eventually go into the dip with the tomatoes. Later we're going to take the tomatoes that we've cut in half and do exactly the same thing to them that we did to the squash on just a slightly lower temperature, around 290 or 300, just for a while, drying them out in the oven. Same with the kumquats. The kumquats are going to go with the squash, the tomatoes are going to go with the peppers in the dip, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to sign off again now. This will be the end of the second video, and then with the third video, I'm going to show you how to make the cracker dough.